How to ride the electric tandem every journey. Stick around. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry, and today I got Jeff with me on the Every Journey E-Trike Tandem. And today we're gonna show you how to ride this, how to steer it, what to be mindful of, and how to navigate safely. Now, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button below, stay in touch with us here at 630. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we're doing, and of course, new product releases. All right, so the Every Journey E-Trike Tandem, it's awesome. This can support up to 500 pounds of weight. Jeff and I combined are just under 500 pounds. We've got 3-inch wide tires, 24-inch tires. You've got hydraulic disc brakes. You've got 750 watts of power in the rear mounted motor. This thing is a lot of fun to ride. Now, there are some things you want to be aware of, obviously, on a tandem and on a trike, period, if you've never ridden a trike. First and foremost, you have to steer a trike. What I mean by that is us leaning isn't really gonna move it in terms of steering. Now it does help to aid in the balance of the rear wheels, which we'll show you as we get out here and ride a little bit. But in terms of turning, you have to steer the wheel to go the direction you wanna go. You have 5 levels of assistance with the motor. You can engage those either by pedaling or by twisting the throttle up here. So the throttle's a nice little feature. If you both wanna take a break from pedaling, you can twist the throttle. In addition to that, you have 7 speeds on this, like you would on a 10-speed bicycle. Those work in conjunction with your pedal assist levels. Your pedal assist levels are changed by the controller here, hitting plus or minus, and your gears are changed here by pressing up or down here. Now, the assistance levels can be changed whether you're moving or not moving. So if you want to set it to a higher assistance before you start riding, you can do that. The gears have to be changed while you're both pedaling. Now, when you're in a lower level of assistance, typically you want to be in a lower gear. When you're in a higher level of assistance, typically you want to be in a higher gear. So you do have to work together. That's important. Jeff does have a little footrest back there, but Jeff's, what size shoe are you? 14. 14. So for him, it's a little challenging to fit both feet on there. Someone with smaller feet, size 10 or below, could get both feet on there, because when I pedal, both pedals move. Even if Jeff pedals, both pedals move. So if Jeff wants to take a break, he could utilize that footrest. Unfortunately, if he wants to pedal, then I do have to pedal. There's nowhere really for me to rest my feet. Now, if you both want to take a break, you can twist the throttle and take a break together. So you really do have to kind of be on the same page. So let's go ahead and get moving here. I'm going to twist the throttle. Now you can see as I twist the throttle, gives us enough power. And again, going straight. Now, Jeff's not going to control the steering at all, but his lean is going to help us. So like when we come into turns, you know, we want to both kind of be leaning into the turn a little bit. That's going to help keep it stable. So if you both kind of just shift your body weight. Now again, the lean doesn't actually complete the turn. You have to turn the handlebars to complete the turn, but it'll help keep it balanced. Okay, so one other thing I want to point out is coming down curbs or elevated curbs, you want to be really careful, right? So on a trike, period, you can see if we come over something like this, that creates kind of a dangerous proposition where now all of a sudden we're leaning this direction, okay? So if we kind of lean this way and I get through it, we can make it, but that's really, really not ideal. So when you're coming off and on curbs, driveways, you want to make sure all 3 of your wheels are on the flattest part. And if you can, take it head on. That way you're not creating any imbalance. So I'll demonstrate over here. I'll just do the throttle for now so we don't have to pedal. Okay, so we can come up on this one on a little bit of an angle because it's all flat, but then I want to get straight on and I want to stay up towards the top where it's flattest. And now when I'm exiting the curb, same thing. You don't want to come right down that angle, get past that and come off here in the flat area. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pedal now. Now again, if we're both pedaling, I'm gonna shift the gears up, make it a little harder for us to pedal, and shift up my pedal assist. There we go. There we go. All right. So now here's where you gotta work together and figure out if I stop, Jeff's gotta kind of feel it out, or you can just say, hey, I'm gonna stop pedaling. Can we take a break? And then I'm gonna keep going, let's pedal together. All right. And then into turns, you're both gonna probably wanna stop pedaling into turns, right? And on a downhill like this, you wanna be very careful, go nice and slow, ease the brakes till you get to a good straightaway, from which point I'm still gonna ease the brakes as we come down this hill. I'm not gonna pedal at all. And we are on a little bit of a slant, so I'm just leaning this way to ensure we stay balanced. And again, it may feel unnatural at first, but as you get riding, you'll get used to it. It's just like anything else, and then we're gonna come down this turn. All right, and I'm not gonna pedal down here. I'm gonna ease into my brakes. Again, the hydraulic brakes stop nice and easy. Now, another thing is taking turns. So this has a wide body, it's a trike. Now, if this was a two-wheel, you could cut the curb a lot sharper, but on a trike, you've gotta look out for your two rear wheels, which are very far behind us, right? So you can't gauge your turn based on the front wheel. You've gotta come out wider, and you wanna watch that till you clear that curb before you start accelerating. So I see a lot of people when they transition to a tricycle, they're gauging their turn when the front wheel clears the curb. You need to make sure you go past that curve, watch the rear clear, because otherwise you're gonna clip that rear wheel on the curb. Okay, now we're just gonna lean into that together and we'll hit the straightaway. And I really like the throttle for close range navigation. You know, that way you both don't have to pedal in unison and the driver can control the power a lot better. Go ahead and put this up to level 5, shift my gears up. Now I'm in the highest gear and the highest assistance, and this is where we can really achieve our top speeds. And once you get on the open road and straightaway, it's a lot of fun, just easy. You don't have to think about it. Smells like someone's making soap. You smell that? All right, I'm gonna stop pedaling. All right, I'm gonna make a U-turn here. All right, now on a U-turn. The other thing too is you just gotta take the turns like a U-turn like that, nice and slow, work together on the lean, and then accelerate nice and easy out of it. And we're going 16, 17 miles an hour. Let's see how fast we can go throttle only. All right, we're up to 18. Oh, we're going over 18. Little over 18. And of course, our hydraulic brakes stop it smooth and easy. All right, and let's go ahead and turn. And then we'll go ahead and climb this hill. Now, as I approach this hill, I'm gonna start pedaling. I'm gonna leave it in level 5, but I'm gonna be ready to dial back the assistance if I need to. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna slow down. We're not gonna pedal, we're gonna make the turn. Then we're gonna pedal once we're through the turn. That's very important to control your speed. Okay, I'm gonna dial back my gears now a little bit, put it into 4th gear. I'll go into 3rd gear. Just make it a little easier for us to pedal. Now again, this is 500 pounds going up on a 750 watt motor. The expectation can't be that you're gonna fly up the hill, but really we're not exerting much energy. All right, then I'm gonna turn into the bike lane here. So again, may take a little getting used. Put the gear up a little bit actually. There we go. May take a little getting used to. Now again, here's our turn. Make sure we clear. Again, your front wheel can't be the basis. You gotta check back. And I'll go ahead and shift our gears up. And you can just communicate with your rear rider what you wanna do. All right, I'm gonna switch to throttle here. We'll take a little break. Just enjoy the ride. Now, the other thing I want to point out as we come up on this driveway is another thing where if you can avoid it, you don't want to go at it on an angle, right? Because it's uneven. So try to just come straight on. And then once we're through, we'll turn. And we'll come back. So the back person is really going to have to learn to trust their driver. It is a lot of fun, especially if you get down to some good straightaway trails by the beach and you got a huge cargo basket in the rear as well. So there you have it. If you want to see another ride Jeff and I did, you can check it out on YouTube. Also, if you have any other questions, comment below or reach out to us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Don't forget, every Journey E-Trike is linked. The E-Trike Tandem is linked in the description below if you want to check it out. Also, we offer a 30-day test ride your E-Trike policy. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, send it back. No questions asked, no money out of your pocket. In addition to that, we warranty everything for 1 year. And you can come out for a test ride here too. We're in San Clemente, California, 1046 Calle Recodo Unit K. Come out for a test ride. Try any of our E-Trikes before you purchase to ensure you're choosing the right one. And lastly, join our community. We have a Facebook group called 630 Peddlers. Join the group before you purchase to talk to existing riders to ensure you're making the right choice. Then when you have yours, post in the group, make friends, and finally download our app to track your rides and compete on the leaderboard. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey or experience. Enjoy the ride.